cool. And then he's like to me, Lindy, you must understand that we're sexual beings. You'll never be attracted to one person ever in your life, and some things you need to fulfill. Otherwise, are you really living? I was like,
on Twitter they teach you to have pride. And in pride I say means a relationship, first of
all. Oh, here am I, in the same position because I had a Cedric which I've never dated, but we portrayed a public social media made it seem like we're dating. So with that, I learned so much from it because now I'm like, am I scared to now give up someone's identity? Hey, my studio, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing something very interesting. I decided that in this interesting video that we're making, I decided to get my day ones. So we got Fefe K over here, we got Lindy EXO, my Instagram yako. This is Aki about our corner. Let's just give it our corner. Honestly. So today we're tackling very serious situations, and the topic is men.
I'm tired.
Already. Right, so in this box we have curated questions that we're all just gonna decide and debate amongst ourselves about men. So we're gonna go up top. You need to randomly pick a question.
So if she picks a question, we all answer that question.
We all answer. Yes, it's debating all of it.
Sure.
It says, would you rather win $1 million or fall in love?
Oh.
Personally, both.
Join me. One. We're in a pandemic. We're in a panorama.
We're in a panorama.
Yeah. We're in a Panasonic, so you have to choose one.
Money, I've dated for life. It doesn't work. Hey! Love, I know you're such a man.
Shit, okay.
Love, right. You're bills.
Yeah, no, I get you. I was just gonna tell you guys that I'm picking the $1 million because, men will stress you.
Are you speaking from experience?
One thing about a man, he will stress you
for free.
So let's pick the money. I know they say more money, more problems, but I'd rather see and explore the problems that money gives me than a man's problems.
Yeah.
So yeah. Next question.
Do you think men still value commitment, or are they all for the street?
Answer the ask.
Me. Try me. These days men are for the streets.
Love your work. Thank you.
Anyway, what I was gonna say, right? So once I went to this other I can't name things, but establishment, right?
Yeah.
Let's just call it establishment. And I went there and I talked to the guy and whatever. He was having a thing with my maids, right?
Okay,
it's fine. Okay. Cool. And then, but he was having a thing with my mate while he was with his girl. Okay, cool. Anyway, sharp. So then I asked him, I'm like, okay, how's your girl? Your girl,
the actual one.
Musadi, vibes. And then he was like, nah, she's cool. We're still together and everything. He's like, but hook me up. And I'm like,
Are you not ashamed of yourself?
Cool. And then he's like to me, Lindy, you must understand that we're sexual beings. You'll never be attracted to one person ever in your life, and some things you need to fulfill. Otherwise, are you really living? I was like,
So the Saumeri.
little one.
Why you say so about merumel but
Do you think? My question. Do you think that dating is harder or easier with the internet?
Easier.
With the internet?
No.
Never mind.
Internet is posted.
That was very premature. Never mind.
That was very premature.
Answer.
I think as a person that doesn't have a backbone, for lack of a better term. If you're a person that's easily swayed, if you're a person and you're going to choose to date, then it's going to be very hard for you because things like social media standards and Twitter standards are they're unrealistic.
Yeah.
But because you're a person that's swayed by that, you're easily swayed, you'll go with it. On Twitter, they teach you to have pride. Any pride I say means a relationship, first of all.
Oh, for me, it's like for me,
coaches don't play, baby.
Hold up. Hey, well, my niggas who be thinking we so.
To answer my question,
yes,
I think dating is easier without the
social
internet.
media.
Yeah.
I think for me, to be honest, I look at your Somhale, your Sumizi Mohale relationship. I mean, we've all been exposed to it from the beginning to the marriage. And now, I mean, there's so many articles happening about them, like the negative, the good, and all these things. Everything. And when it's the negative, we're all like, oh, this is happening and sad. But for me, because I'm in the same position, and here am I, in the same position because I had a Cedric which I've never dated, but we portrayed a public social media made it seem like we're dating. So with that, I learned so much from it because now I'm like, oh, am I scared to now give up someone's identity for it? And now they're known as Lasizwe's boyfriend forever. Even if I broke up with them, like Lasizwe's ex,
it's like
boyfriend. Exactly.
Yeah, she'll always be that girl that dated Chris.
Exactly. So for me, I'm like, I'm scared. Oh, this one is a nice one.
Wait, didn't you ask already?
Whose YouTube channel is this?
Hey, Banza.
What would you say is your toxic trait? My toxic trait is that I am super independent and I will crush you. One thing about me is that I'm very dominant. And if you're not dominant in the relationship and you come full force and humble me, I will humble you.
Yes.
And in me humbling you, you also, but it's either you become a mouse or a chicken or whatever, or you run away. And that's
actually one of my toxic traits. That's not the one that I want to mention.
So,
go.
Me?
Yes, go Jim.
Okay. The toxic trait about me is that like my insecurities get the best of me. So even when love feels too real or too good to be true, I'll reject it at any possible convenience.
I share that too.
Because I'm just like, no one can love me to this extent.
Yeah, I know.
Because of how I feel about myself. Despite anything, despite how you feel about me or how I feel about men in general, because men are shit. But like...
Even me?
Like me, the fact that you would choose me like that, Chomi, I literally...
Hold on. Even me, am I shit?
Rest
before to rest. Rest before to rest.
Go. What's your toxic trait?
I feel like I'm somewhere in between. Like I get both of them, but I feel like more than anything, I'm like my hyper independence.
Yeah, same.
And just my assertiveness. I'm a very tenacious woman, and people always like it's so intimidating to approach. And I'm like, there's a reason.
Why?
Like it skims out the nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm a very assertive, dominant woman. So
it's not a mistake.
Same.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
Not with some chips.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna act
I'm not amenable to like a shy man that wants me to soften it down. No. You need to come through and put me in my place.
Because thing is, we'll say we want the soft men who will fall completely in love with us.
But that's not a
But we end up like picking.
Exactly. Opposite.
But
emotionally unavailable.
Hurt us.
Emotionally unavailable.
But yeah, like I said, I'm hyper independent, so I need an alpha male who's gonna come through
and
just
shake you.
Shake me. And I don't want you to assess or wait for me to tell you I have a problem. See it.
No.
Fix it.
And that's not right. I really go with all of the things. Yeah, I resonate with all the things that you guys said. But I also, mine is a bit like Lindy's. I don't know how to digest or believe that I'm loved. You know what I mean? And that's... And that's because I always expect the worst. Especially from a man, because of the way that they are. I'll always expect disappointment. So I think that's my problem, because if you do come across someone that's genuine and is not trying to disappoint you and stuff, you will
It's too good to be
choose the road less traveled. You know what I mean?
It's too good to
and
be true.
you won't believe it, and you'll sabotage it, so to say.
So merry.
We just have a moment of silence for all the men watching this video right now. Can we all just bow our heads?
Amen.
Amen. Next question.
Next question.
Is it
my turn?
Wasn't it the last?
Is it now?
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do
Yes.
I answered the last one.
It will not be about money because they can feel it. What is your top tier tribe?
Your
My tribe used to very much say huge for me. It's on a man, but now I feel like my man is the real north.
Yeah, and that's
Like limps. Yeah,
and that's on her.
Limpopo.
And
Yeah.
that's
The province to be
the
heard.
real north.
And
limps. The real north.
Next
Whether you
Nana.
are, whether you're Shana, whether you've been like
Whether you.
I feel like you're for me.
Petty.
Yeah, because Zulu men
One of the petty men that
Look, he said that way.
He said to me, I said to him, he said, I want a conversation, you don't have a number. He said,
Look, shut up, baby.
What's your top tier tribe?
One now.
Hey, man, the hill. You're trying to die on.
The only hill I want to climb
And that's on her.
and die. It's not the only one I've climbed,
Yeah.
but the only one I want
That
to
you
climb
want to climb.
and die on.
I love that very mom.
Nah, shh, girl.
In your tongue.
Them clicks, baby.
In your ear.
You put the ATM love.
You see, Xhosa and Zulu.
I'm Zulu myself, so
Yeah, those are
no,
my
no,
people.
no.
Xhosa, Zulu. I say like.
We're Dambuza.
Yeah.
You are Zulu yourself.
I'm Zulu.
That's like
Xhosa.
How do you like Zulu people? Yes, I'm Zulu, so
But I don't
like
want Zulu men.
They are able to be assertive to the point where they can put Spha in his place. So I
Yeah.
get that.
No, Zulu men.
you like
Zulu men.
dominant,
yes.
He's
He's too independent, so he can't get a person that's
Dominant.
shy.
Yeah.
And Zulu men are
You
very-
know,
I hear that.
you know that
I've
I've
had-
treated when a Zulu man looks at you and beg him on Kulmana.
Hey, man.
Oh,
For the most part, because I question a lot, you know, like I'm hyper independent, definitely, but like when I look at a Zulu man and he speaks, I say, like,
Yes,
But my preferred tribe to this day, the love of my life is Zwanane, so maybe then a bit. But
Xhosa.
the road I'm willing to die on are the men from the true north. Limpopo.
Teddy.
I experienced Limpopo men for the first time last year.
My man, the change your life.
The hill I'm willing to die on.
No, but one
Do you
thing
know-
about the
they
Limpopo
differ.
men.
They-
One thing about the
Bomma-
true North men.
Bomma.
Bomma.
But
They
don't
know
talk about
Princess Street.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh no, I'm in a relationship.
Hey, man, that's
We all are.
lies.
I am.
Tell me to high is better.
It's about money.
See? Do you think men are entitled to sympathy and tolerance in a relationship? Keyword entitled.
Yes.
As a man myself, I am very entitled to my man. I am entitled to my friends. I'm entitled just because
You
I
are
am a
like
man.
that.
It's my being. I am a man. I am entitled. I am dominant. I need in control. If I'm not in control, it's a problem. Continue.
Okay, so I feel like the word entitlement is either good or bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when it's men, it's bad.
It's bad.
Different.
Per.
But even.
It's bad. So, entitlement when it comes to relationship with men, I do really think that men are very entitled to those two aspects we spoke about in that question. Men are entitled to everything in relationships actually, and because of societal standards,
Yeah.
it's afforded them that entitlement.
Yes, the luxury.
It doesn't come naturally.
No.
Yeah. It's
No.
society that's afforded them that entitlement.
And black culture.
Exactly.
Yes.
But I'm
No.
Yeah.
Black culture.
That's
a different.
Don't go on that because
Just
that's
like
my
it.
point.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, cool. You're going to that, but it's just like men are so entitled to many things because of where society has put them. You know, and because of that, obviously they'll see the woman as lesser.
Yeah.
When women are paid less,
Yeah.
women are valued less.
Definitely.
You guys, I know this is very important to our culture and our tribe. Even the concept of lobola alone.
Yeah.
Nyakpatelela.
Oh,
I
so
own you.
Oh,
Yes.
Definitely.
And that's not.
That's
and
very
that's not what
dangerous.
it is.
I respect it
And that's not
because
what it is.
Chomi, you know what? I respect it because it's my culture.
Yeah.
But men have turned it around to be something so
They've warped
ugly.
it.
So ugly.
So ugly. Like why?
Yes.
Definitely.
Continue.
That's the thing. I think with men,
man.
they're entitled to so many things, and because I'm a very tenacious and outspoken woman, and I have no tolerance for bullshit.
One thing
whatsoever,
about Akona, tenacious is her.
Her word.
Her word.
Even more tenacious, hard to forget, fighting for what she wants,
And
loud,
so-
outspoken. You get me? So like with men and the entitlement, I have like no tolerance for men that feel entitled to anything. First of all, you have to earn respect. You have to earn my love.
Yes.
You have to earn anything in a relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the minute you start feeling entitled,
And just because you earn it doesn't mean you
can
own
keep
it.
Own it.
it can change.
That's it.
Just because you
Because you
earn
could have
it.
earned it at some point and lost it in another.
doesn't
So
mean
you
you
don't
own
own
it.
it.
Exactly.
So to wrap it up, guys, what are you saying to your kids to the future? Because now you guys are aware of what's happening in
I'm
society.
personally-
You're aware of what's happening in the world. What are you going to say to your kid, the firstborn of your child?
Thing about me. When I have a male, I'm going to teach them accountability.
Yeah.
Like men never take accountability, guys. That's something that they don't realize, but they never do it.
Yeah.
Men don't take accountability, so I'm going to teach them. Whether it be my brother gets home and he throws a sock there and a pants there. and he's not told.
Thing
to
is, our
take
little brothers are
accountability.
best friends.
You know what I mean? So they're the same.
Yeah.
So it's a thing of, cause also even it's in small things. Like sometimes I'll be like, you didn't throw this away, and he's like, yeah, well, you saw it, so you could have taken it. First of all, that's manipulation. First of all,
And entitlement.
you're manipulating the situation.
And
Chomi,
you're
you're entitled.
Chomi,
and you're not taking it.
let's go back to the question. Entitlement.
Yes,
You're entitled.
it's three things. It's three things
You're
in
gonna
one.
fix it because
It's
it's your
three things in
responsibility.
one. It's
It's
three
your
things in one.
responsibility.
The second I leave something like that, it's like you didn't do it, but you've never done it yourself.
Because Gifes born and Gifes.
Yeah.
So if there's one
And
thing
she's
I'm going
she
to
is a
female.
So if there's one thing I'm going to make my child do as a child, as son, is take accountability. Guys, I don't know how you teach men not to be manipulative, but those things are born with that ability.
So you just answered one question. Now I want to ask Lindy this question. Do you think from this generation of women that we have, because I believe you guys' generation and the generation of women that are open-minded, forward thinking, do you think that the future generation men are going to be different from the men that we have?
So you know what, Nespi? I'm gonna go back to my original.
Hold on, you do not call me Spiwe, you call me Lasizwe. Child, this is family, child. Continue.
You know, under parenthood as an umbrella body, there's certain things that I can convince you about, but certain things I cannot change about you. Do you understand? And that's why I believe we're very powerful as Gen Z, as is labeled us.
Yeah.
We're Generation Z, you know? We're very powerful. We've managed to change societal norms to a certain degree.
Yeah, or strong-minded.
Exactly. But we cannot change the opinion of our providers.
Yeah.
We can convince them. It's instilled in them. We can convince them, but we can't change them completely. But it's with perseverance and just brave-heartedness that we can do this thing, you know? So as Gen Z, let's continue educating our parents.
The narrative.
Exactly. Let's continue changing the narrative. Okay.
Akona, I'm bringing it to you.
Let's go.
What quality are you not going to teach your child that your parents taught you?
Just to like sum it up, no one belongs anywhere. I think that's a starter. No one belongs in the kitchen. No one is like made to clean. You know what I mean? Regardless, and this is like a personal aspect where it's like I like to clean. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like to clean.
Because you were taught to.
No. Besides, outside of that, let's delineate from knowledge.
You like to clean in your own time, your own space.
Yes,
not
my
because
space, yes.
Uma or Uba
Yes.
told you so.
I like to clean because that mirror is skew. I want to straighten that mirror. That's my personal happy space in a home. So there are no gender roles. Vivi is not born knowing how to cook. That's always like something I've read from my mom. Like every time she's yelled at my niece, I'm like, she doesn't know how to wash this because like she wasn't born for that. And just as much as my baby brother's not born for that, she isn't. So if you don't teach him just as much as you teach her, how do you expect to hold her to the same accolade? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my whole thing is there's no gender roles. I'm not born knowing how. I may be more neat, but cleanliness is not something you're born with.
Yeah.
You can be more neat, but you being clean is not something you're born with. That's something you're taught, and that's something that's delineated to you. Like you should be clean, you should cook, you should do A, B, C. So for my kids, there are no gender roles. Like no one belongs anywhere. Everyone belongs where I've taught them to know how to take care of themselves as a grown being. Because one thing I don't have time for is incompetence. Inadequacy. I hate it. You're 27. Don't tell me you don't know how to do your own laundry. Don't tell me you don't know how to mop the floor. Don't tell me you don't know how to wash the dishes. Who's supposed to do that for you?
Thank you.
You're grown. Please do that for yourself. So my point is inadequacy and gender roles.
Alright guys, so I'm going to just read the last questions and this is for the comments. You guys need to comment about this. These are the other questions we won't touch on because we have had enough of all of these. So these are the other questions that I want you in the comment section to conversate about, and I will interact, and all of my friends will definitely watch the video and interact with y'all. Why are broke men offended by the fact that you aren't everyone else's type?
Good night.
Thank you. Love and light.
Good night.
Safe travels.
Safe travels.
Yeah.
And the last question is, what is your romance spirit animal and why? So I want you in the comment section, these two types of questions. I want you to put the question and answer, question and answer and answer. But I hope you've learned and had some insight, and I hope you guys share, like, and repost this video because it's insightful. Because this generation of men that we're raising, we don't want to raise this type of men that we are and the brothers you have or the uncles you have. We're gonna change the narrative. We're trying to change it. And to be honest, I'm really proud of my friends. Y'all are very
Wilson and Lorna, please, come on.
Nila.
Beauty and the Brain.
Vugile.
Google patriarchy.
Google patriarchy.
Misogyny.
Okay, spell misogyny. Anyway, Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. It has been amazing. I hope you learned something and I hope you make a trend, because definitely this is something that your son needs to watch. Your mom, your dad, anyone that needs to see this. This needs to hit #1, child. And don't forget to follow everyone on their social media platforms. It's there, it's on the pages there. Follow them because, child, they're serving content. And from me, Lasizwe, Fifi K, Lindy XO, Akona, we want to sign out and say thank you for watching.
Love you.
Bye.